Hello guys, thank you very much for joining me. This is Roy Machingoro. Welcome back to Pip Valley, where we give you the weekly pre-market analysis for the Euro USD and the USD ZAR. So today we are going to start with the Euro USD as usual. This week again we're going to do the weekly and the daily time frames. If you want to watch the monthly time frame, just click on the link above where you'll be directed to the video where we did the monthly pre-market analysis. So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight into our analysis. So we can notice that we had our prevailing uptrend, or our prevailing trend is going upwards, and also we had that breakout that took place, right? And we were saying that the price is now seeking to retest the broken zone as a support zone. So what we can notice is that upon retest of this zone, at the moment we can notice that this zone didn't hold as a support zone, as the price went and closed below 1.18476. We can also notice that the price also broke the trend line support zone. So what we'll be anticipating in the coming week now is, since this zone didn't hold as a support zone, we'll be expecting a pullback, maybe to form a retest now as a resistance zone. And if the price closes below 1.19846, then we're going to take a short position, seeking the price to move to the downside. However, if the price, upon pulling back, if it closes above 1.19486, forming a higher high, we'll be waiting for the price to pull back and form a higher low, maybe above 1.18476. That's where we'll be now looking to make a long position, maybe up to 1.22516, or up to the retest of this broken trend line zone, where at this point it will be retested as a resistance zone. So the other thing to notice is that we had a gap down, like this gap, where the price opened lower than it had closed the previous week. So this increases the probability of the downside movement. We'll be expecting this gap to now act as our resistance zone. So upon pulling back, if the price closes below this zone, then we're also taking a bearish position, anticipating the price to move to the downside, maybe up to 1.16456. So these are the movements that we're expecting in the upcoming week on the weekly time frame. Now let's move on to the daily chart. Now the price, after having broken this zone, it sought to retest this 1.18378 zone, and upon retesting it, we can notice that this zone didn't hold as a support zone, since the price then went on and closed below 1.18378. So this means that this zone failed to hold as a support zone. So given that there is a descending channel, number one, and also that there is a false breakout, we'll be expecting that our bearish movements will have higher probability than the bullish movements. Since the price having formed a double top here, it has been forming a series of lower lows and lower highs. So in the coming week, what we'll be expecting now is for the price to pull back, right? So upon pulling back, if the price closes below below this level, this previous high, forming a lower high, then we are going to expect bearish movement. This zone that I've colored, it marks this the resistance zone that has been formed by the gap. So the price made a gap on Monday, as we stated on the weekly chart. We can notice that the price is now in the process of pulling back, right? So we'll be expecting that in this pullback, if the price closes below 1.18771, this would mean that this would have held as a resistance zone, and we'll be expecting the price to now move to the downside, maybe up to 1.17199 within this channel. I think there's going to be a very low probability for the bullish positions. So, but however, the market is always right. Whether we are expecting a bullish movement or not, the market is always right. So in that case, what we'll be expecting is that if the price, upon pulling back, if it breaks above this previous high, let's say just above 1.19557, and then pulls back, it will also be, notice that it will be also closing outside the channel, and then pulls back, right? And if it makes a higher low, then we'll be expecting the price to move all the way to the upside. But however, as I noted, this is so unlikely given the patterns that have formed and given the structure of the market. So these are the movements that I'm expecting on the daily chart. In this coming week, I don't really see bullish positions having that higher probability. What I'm seeing is having a higher probability will be bearish positions. But however the market does what it wants, we're just price followers. So thank you very much, guys, for joining me. This has been a pleasure. I think one point to note is that we noticed a gap. So this is how I approach the gaps. So if a gap forms, I treat it now as a resistance zone or as a support zone. So if you like the video, just press your thumbs up so that many people can also be able to access it. So thank you very much, guys, for joining me. I hope that you're going to join us in the next video where we're going to analyze the USD pair. That being said, manage your risk well, grind the market with grit. Roy Machingura out.